Hello guys, and welcome to our webpage. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can buy and program your chips using our tools. So right now we have a main product called this Pure Sine Wave Inverter, and we're offering the diagram, schematics, and the programmer tool that will allow you to program your chips. So you can click on buy now just to buy the full project, but you have a few more options. If you click on view all here, you have 4 types of files here. This main one here is the full project, and everything is on sale at the moment because we have an opening sale. But this is the full project that contains everything. This is just the Gerber files, so if you don't need the Autodesk files, then it's going to be cheaper for you to buy just this. And we have the activations or programming activation licenses, which is just $6. And let me explain that in a second. Now, even though the full project contains the diagrams, schematics, and the Autodesk file and everything, it does not contain the hexadecimal code, because of course we cannot just simply give away the hexadecimal code. That's where this tool comes in. It is a simple tool that we created in which you validate your license, and if it is valid, it's going to allow you to program the chip based on certain conditions. So let's go ahead and take a look at that too. So let's go ahead and do a purchase here. Let's grab this. You can download either this one or just the Gerber files. You can go ahead and switch between the different voltages. Of course, you have to be careful selecting these, and you can switch between the circuit types. So depending on what you need, just select the ones that you need. Go ahead and click buy now, fill out your information, whatever it is, and if you have a discount code, then this is the time to go ahead and apply it. You can go ahead and, in my case, I'm going to use demo video and apply it. But once we start dishing out promo codes and discount codes, this is where you're going to put it up, and you will see the discount applied before you go to the payment, or actually once you are in the payment page, you can also still apply it there. Now, once you're here, if you do not have a discount code, what is going to happen is that PayPal as a payment option is going to show up, and yeah, you can pay with your credit card if you want, or you can use your PayPal balance however you want, or again, as I mentioned, you can use the discount codes that we are going to be dishing out. In this case, this one is not going to be valid, of course, but here we go. We complete the order, and here's the thing: after you complete the order, you have to wait a few seconds to get the download button right here. Now, it is important that you read the information here. It's just telling you that we are going to send you an email with your license key, and remember, you must use the Tronos chip writer to program your code. So let's go ahead and click on access downloads, and you will notice that in here as well, we do give you the important information, and in here we give you the license key. As I mentioned, you get a copy of that on your email. So if we go here, we will see here that I got an email with the license key right there, but you can take it from here as well. It doesn't matter, just copy it, and you have to remember which voltage you purchase or which kind of voltages you purchased. And here you have the actual file that you're going to download, and let's take a look at it. As you can see here, as I bought the full project, we have the Autodesk files, and we have the Gerber files as well. And inside the Gerber files, you can find the part list for each component. So there you go. You have your part lists and your files. Everything good. Now let's activate this. Let's go ahead and take a look at the program. After you go ahead and set up your hardware, you will have to go here. You see where it says that you must download the Tronos chip writer. Yeah, we have to do that. And this is free. This is a tool that you don't have to pay anything for it. It is custom made, and I will give you a few pointers on this particular tool regarding that. But you do the whole process again, you continue to payment. This one is going to say free, independent of whether you put a code or not. You complete your order, and you're good to go. So you wait a few seconds, and now the box shows up with the download, and there you go. You get your download here. There you go. So now that I got it, let's refresh this page. I'm going to extract the Tronos chip writer. And this tool requires you to have three things. You need an MCU that is an ATmega 328P. You need an Arduino board, and you need the USB AP programmer. If you don't have one of those, the tool is gonna let you know about it. I will show you now what it does. So again, we do mention it up here in red that it only works with the ATmega 328P for now. Probably later on we're gonna support more boards, but for now that's the only one that we support. And then here you're gonna put your license code, and you have to select your voltage depending on which one you selected. In this case, I did select the 24 volt. So let's validate that, and it comes up with how many I purchased and how many I have available. This is where it's important. This thing will here allow you to program the chip, right? Because it's gonna get the correct hexadecimal code for this particular voltage and that chip. But when you download the project by itself, you only get one activation, one license. If you need more, if you want to program 10 chips, then you have to buy activation codes, which is the one that is very cheap. Actually, we can go to our website again, tronostech.com. And if we go here, this is the one that is $6. And there, then again, you select your voltage, your socket type, and then you select how many you want to program. If you're going to program 10, 20, 30 chips, this is where you select that, you add it to the cart and buy it. And this is cheaper, of course. So you just buy the project once. What you do buy is the programming part of it. Right now, as I do not have a board connected, when I hit detect, the tool is going to say, hey, I could not verify that something is connected, and that's why the install button is not going to turn on. So now let me go ahead and connect my board, and we're going to go ahead and proceed and do an installation with this particular file, and you will see how it works. Now, there's one thing that I do have to mention. This tool, it was custom written, and it does not have a digital signature. And for that reason, some antiviruses might trip and say that it's a virus when it is not. Now, just to confirm that it is not, I would suggest you going to VirusTotal, which is a web page in which you upload a file. It could be an executable, whatever you want. You upload it, and they run it against many antiviruses at the same time. And in this case, as you can see, they ran it against 71 antiviruses, and only 3 of them reported it as malicious. It's not a virus, it's just that they don't know what it is. But this false positive is because the executable is not signed, and there's nothing we can do about that. So in any case, I can assure you it's not a virus. You can verify that because 90% of the antiviruses know that it's not a virus. The ones that actually report a virus is just false positives. If you get very low numbers like this, you can be sure that it's usually a false positive. But in any case, you saw the tool doesn't do anything out of the ordinary. We just validate your license, get the hexadecimal code, and put it in your chip. That's all the tool does for free. So let me go ahead and show you how the tool works. Let me connect a chip, and let's go ahead and install it. So now let's just go ahead and put the license that we got. Here we go. We validated. Oh, right, because of the voltage. Be careful selecting the voltage here. Looks like it's correct. And now that everything is connected, let's go ahead and detect. And it tells me that it got the 328p. It gives me the ID of that chipset. And now, as it was able to connect, now the install button shows up. Now here, I have one programming available. Let's go ahead and install that. Now it's programming the microcontroller. Let's wait for it. It says that it was programmed correctly. And now that we used the code and it programmed correctly, I cannot use the validate code anymore because we already used it. That's how it works. That's the reason why if you need to program 20 chips or whatever, you would have to buy the installations independent. And when you do the validation here, it's going to tell you that you bought 10 or 20 chips and how many you have available as you install. So now that we're done, we exit and we check that everything is good and we're good to go.